Welcome back to LinkedIn Editors Live at the Milken Institute Global Conference in Los Angeles. I'm Caroline Fairchild. Edelman recently came out with a barometer looking at trust in the financial services industry. I'm joined now by Deirdre Campbell, Global Chair of Financial Services at Edelman. Deirdre, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, trust in financial services has always been low. This report shows that it's low. What can you tell me about why that is?
Right. So why don't I back up just a moment to tell you about the barometer and how it's constructed. So this is the 19th year of the Edelman Trust Barometer. It's the only global research of its kind that measures trust. And the reason that we measure trust is because trust is a business imperative, right? So if your company is trusted, people are going to buy your stock, defend you in a crisis, recommend you to a friend, and so forth. And so back in 2001, our CEO was looking at the battle in Seattle. You might recall when the NGOs stormed the World Trade Organization talking about globalization, and the firm began to sort of wonder what that was all about. So the barometer was constructed to measure trust in government, business, NGOs, and the media, looking at these four institutions as institutions that collectively comprise a force that can manifest change in societies for good or not. We look at a number of global sectors, financial services among them. We began looking at financial services specifically in 2012. So it has been on a steady rise since 2012. This year, the global financial services trust number is 57.
So what does that mean in terms of why are the numbers moving up and why are they still so low?
Being at 57 means it's only 3 points away from being in the trusted category.
Okay.
So we are definitely in a positive trajectory. I have to say, I'm a little surprised that we're continue in a positive trajectory, given deregulation, given macroeconomic instability, given there's a lot of calling for a recession. But with the economy basically sound and unemployment rate pretty good, I think people feel better about the financial services sector.
So when you look at a report like Edelman's Trust Barometer, what should financial service leaders take away from that trust is so relatively low in their industry compared to, say, other industries?
So I tell clients and companies that we work with not to worry too much about having to carry the water for the whole industry, but what can they do to make sure that their company is a trusted company. And so the barometer told us this year that the number one issue that respondents want financial services companies to address is income inequality and financial stability. And it's interesting because I'm hearing it in almost every single panel. Christine Lagarde closed the opening session this morning by saying that capitalism as we know it won't exist in 20 years if we don't address income inequality and financial stability. So I'm hoping that while we're here at Milken, we're going to get to more than just the questions, but some real tangible actions, because the barometer also tells us 76% of respondents expect CEOs to take action on social good and not wait for government. And so the barometer looks at different types of steps that financial services companies can take to build trust.